Air New Zealand's share price hit a bit of turbulence today, at one point dropping 15%, but closing 6.5 down this afternoon.
It comes after the company announced its plan to raise $2.2 billion to refuel the business following COVID-19.
But as Tom McRae reports, the airline's chairperson is confident our national carrier will be back soaring again soon.
The last few days have seen Wellington Airport in a bit of a foggy funk. The same could be said for Air New Zealand's past 2 years. But much like the capital, a new dawn could be on the horizon for our national carrier.
Since COVID started, we want to survive, we want to revive, and then we want to thrive.
To do that, $1.2 billion of new shares are being offered to eligible shareholders.
Absolutely. In terms of the criticality for the survival of the company, this is it. It doesn't get any bigger than this.
The largest shareholder is the government, which will stump up $602 million to retain its 51% stake in the company. On top of that, the government has already struck a deal for $600 million of redeemable shares, and it's committed to a new $400 million loan, which Air New Zealand could draw down from over the next 4 years.
They're a part of our economic development, they're a part of our tourism, and having it owned at least half by the government means that we can have a significant say.
Government backing is giving investors confidence too.
I'll get as many as I can. There's no way, in my eyes, there's no way that they can let our national carrier go under.
One expert says it's likely the last time the government will be handing out any more cash to prop the airline up.
My gut feel is that the government has said to them, really, the cash cow is coming to the end. The milk is running out.
So what will the injection of cash be spent on? Leaked photos today of Air New Zealand's new business premier seats offer a hint. It's part of a 4-year project to update its long-distance luxury travel, which could look similar to Qatar Airways, opening new routes like its non-stop service to New York, or relaunching old ones such as Singapore, LA and Vancouver. The chairwoman says the domestic market will also be a big focus.
Providing different options for Kiwis as they move between different locations. So perhaps different times of flights and therefore different price points. So we want to make it really easy for Kiwis to move around the country.
The money, though, certainly doesn't mean a quick fix. The airline and investors need to be in for the long haul.
Oh, Tom joins us now. And Tom, what does all this mean for ticket prices?
Yeah, unfortunately, don't expect too much of a price drop in the next little while in the short term. And prices are relatively high at the moment. When I spoke to Dame Therese Walsh earlier today, she told me that she is determined to make sure that Air New Zealand is as competitive as possible. They want as many Kiwis back, flying with them as quickly as possible, which is, of course, only a good thing. The problem is, though, they need an incentive to help them drop those prices. So that will depend on how many other airlines, international carriers, come back into the country. The other big factor, of course, is the price of aviation fuel, which is also really high at the moment after Russia invaded Ukraine. So until those two things change, we won't really start to see any amazing deals like we had before COVID came along and wrecked international travel.
Tom, thank you.